Taurus, how are you? Welcome, bringing you a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Before I start, we've got a couple of announcements. If you'd rather skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box that'll take you straight to the Oracle or the Tarot if you so choose. But here's the thing I wanted to let you know first, that I am now emailing notifications to you about readings. I'm going to start with some of the ones from the middle of the month of September and then catch up to now. But I'm doing this because people are not receiving notifications through their YouTube notification settings. And it's not just a few of you, it's a lot of you. So if you're receiving notifications and you don't want what you get in the inbox, you can delete them. If you don't want to be on the emailing list at all, you can always unsubscribe. The way you got on the list is if you made a purchase of an extended or a private reading ever. If not, if you'd like to be on the list, some people just don't, aren't on the list. Just go into the description box below and right past the extended link to the extended, there is a link to get on the, just give me your name and email and you'll start getting notified. So I wanted to let you know where those emails are coming from and why. I'm really doing it to serve you, since YouTube has really fallen down on the job in terms of getting notifications out to subscribers. So that's the first message. The second thing is we're in Mercury retrograde and I am noticing some more challenging readings already. We're only a day into it and I'm already feeling the bumpy energy, lots of miscommunication or hurt feelings, and it's going to come through. So buckle up, because the next few weeks could be pretty dicey. Actually till the end of October could be pretty dicey, and I am going to just deliver the messages as they come through, and hopefully even if they're a little bit more challenging, they will be good food for thought. Okay, so please bear with me during this. I am operating off your energy. That's how it works. Okay, so I'm moving on to Oracle. I have intuitively selected 3 decks. I have shuffled and drawn your cards. You got some pretty interesting cards here, Taurus. We're going to start with, from the Sacred Forest, Standing Stones, a card of passage, card 40. Now, this reminds me of Outlander. If you have never seen that series, it is a twin flame storyline. Crazy. This is telling you that there is a sacred journey of the heart and soul that waits ahead. Okay, so you're headed in this direction. There's a passage, a transition from one stage of life to another, but you don't need to fear it because you are safe. The next card was from Shaman's Dream and card 10, so we've got some completion here and maybe a new beginning. It says Deep Diver. Now, it's talking about diving into a task, but the way I see it is it's about embracing risk. And if you're going to make a new discovery about yourself, or if you're journeying into a new phase of your life or a new stage of your life, it requires a deeper dive. You can't do that on the surface of the water, Taurus, so take the deep dive. And the last card you got from Sacred Destiny Oracle is Healing Chaos. 2 great interesting interpretations of this card. One is that if you're feeling you're in a state of chaos, especially if you're being sort of pulled down into the depths as you transition or begin this sacred journey of the heart and soul, you may feel there's a lot of chaos swirling around you. Please know that profound healing comes from chaos. The flip side of the coin is if things are feeling a little stagnant for you, Taurus, shake life up a bit. Okay, this is saying, invent a little chaos, do something, walk on the wild side a little bit, to stir things up and get your mojo back. So it can be read either way. The way I'm seeing it is that this whole passage, the Standing Stones at Deep Diver, may be taking you into realms that are beyond your comfort zone, and that can feel very chaotic. Please know that deep and profound healing is possible from that energy of chaos. Okay? Ready for some tarot? I am. Let's see what's coming through in your connection. These readings are offered from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. You could be here as a Divine Feminine cross-watching for a Taurus too. In that case, energies may come through reversed. You can be here as a Divine Masculine. That's fine. Same goes. But I'm offering it from the perspective of Divine Feminine energy, and the extended is from the perspective of the divine masculine, regardless of sign. Okay, here we go. The link to that is in the description box below. Whoa! The sun. Present energy. Yay. What might be blocking or crossing it? Ace of Wands. Wow, Taurus. You've got Leo and Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Lots of momentum, lots of force, lots of passion, happiness. I feel there's a divine gift of inspiration coming in underneath this High Priestess. Love that. Your intuition, your connection to your higher self. In the past, Knight of Pentacles, totally Taurian energy of, you know, being very deliberative, taking action in a grounded way, methodically, deliberately, intentionally, but also giving care, taking care, being cautious as well. What's crowning you is the Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful. And the Death card going forward. We'll look at that. Again, I'm seeing transitions and changes and deep dives. And so transformation could be coming. Let's see the message from Spirit. 10 of Wands, right? You have the 10 with the deep diver. Time to offload a heavy burden here. Some completion there. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of, is the Seven of Pentacles. That almost feels as if somebody is being very patient. Could be you, could be your divine counterpart. But the seeds have been planted, so things will unfold organically. And someone may be seeing the situation that way. Here is the Page of Pentacles, your hopes and or fears. I'm going to address that in the clarifiers. And the potential outcome here is the Three of Cups. Again, the Three of Cups to me, based on everything I see, can be a coming together, sort of celebratory, joyful, feeling close, a sense of camaraderie and closeness, possibly with friends. It could also be acknowledging third-party energy, but again, that could be something that's being transformed, and it can also represent an upcoming holiday. Timing. So the first thing I want to look at let me tell you who showed up. Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, so far. The Sun and the Ace of Wands, healing. There's the Seven of Pentacles. You've waited for this. King of Pentacles. This time it's going to stick. That's what I feel like I hear you saying. The healing has taken place, or it is taking place. You're patiently moving through healing the chaos, coming through more stable and grounded, and having all this beautiful happiness and passion to support you. I do feel like it's something that you're envisioning. I feel like you're feeling divinely inspired to take this point of view. It feels like a perspective, like I know my happiness is coming. Wow. And the King of Pentacles can be the divine masculine, so that could be their stability and their, showing up in 3D at some point. But because it's underneath, it's not in the front of your awareness. It's something that's kind of, you're being more intuitive about it. So let's look at the High Priestess. Oh, Taurus. My goodness. Okay. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords together. Now, when these cards come out together, like right on each other, they tend to indicate a potential for situational anxiety and depression. So I'm just making a note of that to acknowledge you and to validate that if you're feeling it. If it's any worse than situational, it's something that you would want to reach out to someone to kind of help you process. But I feel like all this emphasis on your intuition and possibly a separation from your divine counterpart is really taking a toll on you here. Underneath is the Two of Swords, and I know that on some level what you're really pushing out of the way, what you're trying to kind of ignore and not succumb to, is the need to make a decision. because this whole situation is stressing you out. And if you're not in communication with this person, if you're in separation with this person, if you're trying to use your intuition to, judge your next best steps here, I feel as if what's being put out of sight, out of mind is the need for clarity around what you're really dealing with so you can make an informed decision. Knight of Pentacles in the past. Well, there could be third party, and maybe this is why you moved so slowly and cautiously. Remember I said Knight of Pentacles, moving forward deliberately with caution? Here's why. Divine Masculine, Seven of Swords, Three of Cups. So there may have been some, I want to say, duplicity. It's not out and out lying, but just somebody who's trying to get what they want in all realms, right? I want you, but I don't want to let go of what I have over there. And that's kind of how I'm seeing it. So not that you didn't know about it. I feel like you kind of knew, but that Seven of Swords can be somebody who's just, they'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. They are trying to get their own needs met in the moment. And because I see the Three of Cups twice, it's feeling like on some level, whatever the third party means to you, as I said before, it can be ego, it can be obligations, it can be distance, it can be, they're committed in another relationship. It can be a lot of things. But it feels to me like the reason why you were treading cautiously in this Knight of Pentacles energy in the past is because you were aware that something wasn't on the level and that someone wasn't being honest. They could have been even avoiding the elephant in the room. So that's sort of how it's coming through. Four of Wands is your strength. Okay, so now we see the High Priestess from conscious awareness. Here it's an unconscious awareness, but now it's coming from the top of the deck. And I feel as if on some level you have this inner knowing that if you just persevere, this connection can come into being. It's like you're trying to manifest it here in 3D. And I'm feeling and sensing your perseverance, and yet here's the Five of Swords. So be careful that you're not setting yourself up, okay? The Five of Swords underneath to me is suggesting that on some level, what you're using your intuition and the way that you're taking in all the signs and synchronicities, and everything means something, and you're seeing their name or hearing a song or certain numbers come through, 1111, this is the 1111 card, and you're going, yes, that's it. And then underneath is the Five of Swords, because again, I feel like you're sort of pushing these two things out of sight, out of mind. You're not dealing with them in the present moment, though they're there underneath, bubbling up under the surface, and it can bite you if you're just ignoring it because it's an inconvenient truth. So be careful that you're not self-sabotaging or setting yourself up to be played. Okay, going forward, Death card. Queen of Pentacles. Now we have a King and Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. And the Divine Feminine. Wow. So I do feel like I'm seeing the passage here, right, where I said a journey of heart and soul into a new realm or new stage is coming. There it is. We have the Death card with the Divine Feminine coming through. I'm seeing stability, self-care, groundedness in the present moment, and there's the choice. What will you choose? The Lovers card coming through suggests that the transformation can involve this connection, but you have to do it from a position of stability and groundedness. The Empress is underneath, which tells me that, your unconditional love doesn't go away. That's not the issue here. I don't feel like that's what's dying off. I do feel like the transformation is taking you into some more stable territory instead of being in this energy. You will be in this energy. Big difference. So I'm feeling as if that's part of the shift, is something more stable and grounded, where you can make choices from a stable, grounded position and not just from flights of fancy about how you want things to be. And I kind of feel like that train left the station a while ago. So it's not, I just feel like I'm seeing some remnants of, I don't have to really focus on that. Maybe things weren't as bad as they seemed, or this person, maybe they didn't really try to pull one over on me. No, don't put it so far out of your mind that you get bit by it later on, is what I'm seeing. And Spirit says 10 of Wands. Yep. Time to let it all go and move on is the advice you're getting from Spirit or the universe. 10 of Wands with the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords underneath. You need to move to calmer waters. You need to get beyond the turbulence and, the sorrow and the regrets. It's time to offload it all. Whatever the conflict is about, it could involve that third-party energy. But it's done its damage. It's taken its toll, and it is time to move beyond it and get some darn peace of mind here. I feel that's coming through to support you. 7 of Pentacles. Very interesting. So as I said, I'm feeling like somebody's biding their time before they make an offer of love. The 7 of Pentacles with the 9 of Cups is kind of, I'm not going to say stuck energy, but sort of, I'm kind of happy as things are. Little bit of complacency with the 9 of Cups. But the 7 of Pentacles is also seeds being planted and things unfolding and growing organically. So this person may be content waiting for things to unfold organically before they move toward you with love, with an offer, because you're connected. The 6 of Cups is here. So I'm feeling as if on some level this person is at least subconsciously aware of the connection, and things, they're not in any rush. They know that as time goes on, things will unfold organically. This can all be your energy too, by the way, that you may not be aware of, but I'm feeling you're a little more conscious than that. I feel like I'm seeing too much action energy here for this to be your energy, so I do feel it is that of the other person. Maybe they're okay with how things are now, but that will change over time, so they're not rushing. Page of Pentacles, hopes or fears. I'm getting a little mix of hopes and fears. I kind of feel the Page of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles leads me to believe that you'd like this person to give you even the smallest message, something tangible, that they are bought into the connection, that they are equally as invested in it as you are. I think your fear is that that's not the case, that that's just too tall an order. And so the 10 of Wands with the star is like, I hope. This is getting to be too much to carry, but I feel as if part of your fear is that it's too tall an order for this person. But your hope is that they will be at some point willing to take that first step forward. Page of Pentacles, right? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and into meeting you halfway and investing in the connection as much as you are, so that you can offload the weight, you can offload the heaviness. Look, we have the 10 of Wands here, this was Spirit telling you, yeah, enough. It's time to let it go. It's time to offload the negative karma, the conflict, and you're wanting to offload it, but you're kind of keeping hope and faith alive that the universe has your back and this person will meet you in the middle. A little bit of both, hopes and fears. Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles again for the love of everything here. There you are, Taurus, in the Hierophant, and boom. I feel somebody is, things are not as they seem. I don't feel somebody's being straight with you here. I'm going forward. There's boundaries sky high, could be yours, but I feel you're the Hierophant coming out very clear about where you stand, what you feel, what you believe, comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are at your core. And this Three of Cups could be an energy of, you know, maybe that first step forward would be coming in around a holiday. That's possible, but somebody's not going to reveal their full hand. Things may not be fully as they seem. So I'm not feeling that the Three of Cups is negative energy. I'm almost feeling it's a timing reference. It can be by the next holiday, you know, let's just call it Thanksgiving, Christmas time. It can be within 3 months from when you watch this video, not from when I record it. And it can also be by the 3rd month of the year, January, February, so March of 2022. So those are my timing references. This card is often a timing position. So you may be hoping that some commitment, some movement with this person taking that first step toward you will happen in those time frames I mentioned, but buyer beware. There may be something that is not being revealed or is being concealed, or that could be your energy as well, Taurus. So, as I said, we have Leo, Pisces, Aries, more Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, and Libra, but that's really about Venus. We have Aquarius and you, Taurus. So if this is resonating for you and you'd like to see the perspective of the Divine Masculine, you can follow me there. There's a link below. I'm going to lay out for you first how they're showing up in the reading, what's their present energy, right? Almost this card. Then we're going to do how they see this situation, or what, you know, what they think about it, how they feel about you right now, all things considered, and their intentions going forward. And I'll close out with some additional oracle. So the link's below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.